Howdy diddly dandy there, chums. It is I, nCaptainSteve and Exo, and in today's episode, chums, I'm just going to go over how I've got my modules stacked up. I mean, you've already seen me do my ship and how I sort of put things together to get adjacency bonuses. Well, the same thing applies to all your other sort of elements. I mean, you can see here how it's affected my stats, but if you go over to like your exosuit, you can see that there is no stats over at the right-hand side, but you can see here I've still kept to that same sort of formula of putting things in sort of cubes, and yeah, linking them all together and getting adjacency bonuses. Now you can see what sort of bonuses that these sort of modules apply when I hover over them there, but you can see here there's nothing listed here to give you an indication of how well that's stacking out. So I don't know whether this is the best way to lay things out. I mean, there probably is a better way of having your hazard protection doing a lot more for you than what mine currently is, but because you can't see the stats, moving them around and playing with these, I haven't really got an idea of exactly what the hazard protection is doing. All I know is when I go to the actual planet's surface, I'm pretty good when it comes to hazard protection. You can see there that I've only got one underwater membrane, mainly because I don't actually do much underwater exploration. Having the starseed and the remembrance touching your life support systems is supposedly gives you a bit of a boost when it comes to shields. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where I've put mine. Righto, inside my technology area you can see here that I've got a few extra S-class modules when it comes to shields, life support, and also my movement modules. Now I've gone to town with my movement modules inside of my technology area, just in case anything ever breaks. Apparently inside your technology area it's sort of safeguarded from breaking. So that even applies to your ships. If you fly through a black hole, anything that you don't want to break, make sure you've got it in your technology area. Now you can see here I've got more modules out here for movement and also my shields, which is going to help me a lot in PvP combat. And yeah, doing some sort of deathmatch against somebody. And there you go, there's my multi-tool, and I'm showing you the damage potential and the scanner range. Now the experimental multi-tools are really better for scanner range, and the alien multi-tools are better as damage potential. But you can see here it doesn't really matter. And I like my geology cannon where a lot of people don't. And I've put in pretty much every single one of the different beams in my Gift of the Ancients multi-tool. This is my all-rounder multi-tool. Now I have got two other multi-tools, but I quite like the experimental multi-tools over that of the alien in looks. So I've got two experimental multi-tools, and this one is kind of my combat PvP one. You can see there's 9,000. It's over 9,000! Now I have got a video on how to get your multi-tool over 9,000, and I'll put a link up in the top right hand corner now to that. But it is basically the scatter blasters. If you get some S-class scatter blasters, as long as they've got a fire rate of plus 12% or above, I've got one that's a 13, which is a little bit rarer, but there are even higher than that. So yeah, you can push an experimental multi-tool over the 10,000 mark. But yeah, I just haven't really gone to town on it. It's just good enough. I mean, I am OP as heck with what I've got here anyhow. So yeah, and that one's also got the personal force field in as well, which is pretty cool. Right, so if I go over here and grab this one. Okay, so this multi-tool is very much a work in progress. So yeah, it's a rifle, yet it's also got some alien attachments to it with those sort of horns, which I really quite like. Now I have put in every single beam because I'm hoping that they bring out some more things. You know, like how we've got the incinerator? Well, I'm hoping maybe there might be some more modules, and I might be able to deck this one out slightly differently. Maybe make that one my PvP multi-tool. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully. I mean, the Blaze Javelin, I'd say, is the best sort of module at the moment for PvP. So maybe I might go with the Blaze Javelin. We shall see. Anyway, hopefully you guys out there have found that fairly useful. Now, another thing that you can actually deck out is your freighter. So your freighter also has stats. So let me show you the freighter stats that mine currently has. You can see here my hyperdrive range is through the roof, and I'm fairly happy with all the other stats that I've got. It works for what I need and how I want my freighter to behave. You can see here in my actual cargo area, my general area, I've only got one module. I'm even toying with deleting it because it's not doing much there on its own. It's not got any adjacency bonuses, but this is how I've got my hyperdrive range all kitted out. Now I could put more hyperdrive modules inside of my actual cargo area of my freighter and really big that up even further, but I haven't done that, and I'm probably not going to either. But yeah, I'm happy with what my freighter can do, but freighters can do far more than what mine does. But yeah, if you want to see freighters and maxing out a freighter properly with modules and all that sort of shenanigans, I strongly consider going over to Zane's World. Zane's World has got some amazing videos on decking out your freighter. Now, I am trying to get one of my frigates to go to S-Class, and it's taken forever and a month of Sundays to get it to work. Now, I was trying to get all the titles unlocked, and I think some of the titles are slightly broken, including having a full frigate fleet, because I did have every single member of my frigate fleet completely done, all S-class, every single frigate. I can't actually recruit any other frigates. So what I've done is I deleted one of my frigates, and then I tried to actually pick it up again to see if I could get the actual title to pop. Didn't work, complete waste of time, and now I'm still trying to get that C-class frigate to actually start upgrading and get it to an S-class. You can see there I've named all my frigates after all my favourite cartoons from when I was growing up as a kid. So yeah, all named after 80s TV shows. So there we go, chums. I'm about done. That's all my modules. I hope you found this useful, all of you guys out there in viewer world. Yep, so yep, please put in your comments any other ideas you've got or tips for people out there in the verse. But until next time, people, you've been awesome. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. I want to say a massive, great big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you to my backers over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. If you do want to support this channel, you could just not skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and hit something on this screen. Heck, yes. There's also merch on this screen now. Awesome!